Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today, I'm in a motion to be checking out the 292nd most popular project in all of games. And yes, I want to repeat myself. I say it every day. We are in the dead period of Kickstarter. And this is a prime example of why you need to bring it on your Kickstarter. I said the 292nd most popular active game on Kickstarter. 292. That's absurd. Crown Craze, a strategic medieval board game. And I gotta say, this main image, I got a lot of thoughts on it. It is really bad. But the only thing I like is the 2 to 6 players. Other than that, like, oh, it's artwork, and there's a guy looking at a map. Like, who is this selling this to? Seize the kingdom with your noble family using politics, money, backstabbing, and a war to ascend to ... So you have to be king. Do you know how many themes, how many games there are where the theme is literally just become king? I need to see more. I need to see the price, or the time length, or the mechanisms, or anything, you know? It's just beating a dead horse here. Oh, God, there's no video. Why do I do this to myself? Wow, I swear. I love to bring you honest reactions when I do Kickstarter projects, because I've had many people say, you need to do more research on these projects before you do the things. And I say, no, because if I do more research on these projects, you are going to lose my sincere and honest thoughts on them many times. My first knee-jerk reaction. And just, why would you launch without a video? Why would you possibly think that's a good idea? Like, what project have you seen where you're like, man, the choice to go without a video, that was the play. So immediately, do I want it after the video? No. Can you do it after the video? Probably not. I don't feel comfortable if you don't know that you need a video. And then how much is it? I don't know. So do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? The 3 things you need to convince people of, I feel like we have done absolutely none of that so far on the main image and the marquee. The only thing that I like is 2 to 6 players, because you're spotlighting that 5 to 6 players, which is a unique player count that you don't always get. Other than that, and then 5 backers for $500. So you clearly did not have a established pre-built audience. You know, like, what are people thinking? Do they think this is just free money? You can just throw crap up or just, oh, yeah, people give you cash. That's how Kickstarter. No, you need to actually put some work into this. Do some research. See industry standards. Okay. So, full-time nerd from the Netherlands with a background in media and design. That's it. I got nothing. Once again, first created, 0 backs, because we want to make it look like we are not a member of the community. We're just here for a cash grab. So this is already dead in the water. Like, it's just dead in the water. There is 0 chance this funds pretty much, unless it has an absolute angel investor. This person has a rich friend, or they are wealthy themselves, and this is just a vanity project that they're going to push out the door. Which I can't imagine is the case if they're letting it sit here with $500 with 12 days left to go. But I would love to know the thought process that people have at this point. Like, do they just give up on Kickstarter? They say, maybe I should relaunch with a lower funding. I would love to know what people think when they launch a project like this and it just colossally bombs. Because if they would have had someone, anyone close to them, take a look at this, who knows nearly anything about Kickstarter, they'd be like, you're going to have a really hard they probably would have been nice about it. So you're going to have a really hard time because X, Y, Z, A, B, C, all these reasons. Let's see if we can find more. Play as a noble family in the medieval year 1285 in the strategy board game. The gameplay, play up to 9 rounds. You win if one of your nobles is the king at the end. Okay. Conquer and build. Move your nobles around the kingdom. Conquer towns and castles for resources and troops or area control. Head to the court. Scheme against rivals. Beat other nobles. That looks interesting, unique. That looks like the kind of thing that would be great to spotlight in a video. How this main board works, where I have all these different colored pieces, my pieces, and I'm putting my stuff out here. This looks fun. I want to know more about that part of the game. This dude's on a map, whatever area control. But that looks cool. Rule, but beware, the kingdom must stay stable amid the power struggle. Hostile neighbors, plagues, and dilemmas may threaten our design. So there's a bunch of text on this cards. Cool. That text looks really, really tiny. So hopefully they bump that up a little bit if this does get printed. High replayability, unique families, and nobles. Man, lots of blank space on those cards. And lots of blank space combined with really tiny text makes me like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you make all this empty space but then still have super tiny text? And maybe you're like, oh, it's a work in progress version of it. But it's like, I don't know. It doesn't look like great graphic design. And you're spotlighting this front and center. You know, you not having a video makes me have to really put more of a concerted effort looking at things like this that otherwise might have been shown already in the video, that I would just be like, oh, I already know this stuff. Every town is different. Cool. That's really neat. I love the fact that I can't read any of this to see how asymmetric these towns are. That's fun. I love the fact I can't read what any of these cards do. That's delightful. Said no one. The images used are for the prototype. The designs will change in the future. We aim for an immersive game that transports you to medieval times. The prototype includes 3D features. However, similar 3D features will only be found in the Legendary Edition. What does that mean, 3D features? You mean minis? We will keep you updated on the progression and final looks of the board. Here's me. I'm Flourish John Rozuv Ruskan, 23 years old, the person behind this game. Okay, so first things first, go look at 10 popular Kickstarters over the last year. Copy their ideas, what they did well that you could implement into your Kickstarter and put it in there. I combined for my love of board games, history, and video games into Crown Craze. It's been a lengthy process, but I hope to create many more games. Of course, yeah, I hope this isn't the gut punch where it's just like, yeah, I'm done. Kickstarter sucks. No, I hate to say it like this. Your project, the current way it's formatted is the problem, not Kickstarter. Of course, I'm not alone in this endeavor. Fellow board game enthusiasts assist with mechanics, testing, and the production process. We are also on the look for like-minded individuals to join us in crafting the artwork and fine-tuning the game balance. So it's in playtesting, and you're looking for people to do your artwork? Ew. That's the quiet part out loud thing. Images. Some enjoyable images of testing and creating the game. I'd make these bigger so I can see them a little bit better. This is what I want to see. Zoom in on this. Why is this two next to each other? Make it big. You know, this is one of the few stars of the show on your campaign page, it looks like. What is that? What am I looking at here? It's a magnifying glass. Is this... I don't even know what this is. Literally, what is this? I'm going to try and zoom in. Board Game Geek thread, desperately seeking playtesters. Yeah, this isn't on Board Game Geek, by the way. Which, once again, that was the one thing that I did know because I made the description, and any time I see a game that's not on Board Game Geek, it's an immediate glaring red flag. You either know you're supposed to be on Board Game Geek, or you don't know you're supposed to be on Board Game Geek. And if you're in the don't know you're supposed to be on Board Game Geek, typically your game is not going to be as good. And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Time and time again, I've played hundreds of games not on Board Game Geek. Like, yep, you can tell. Why? Oh, I'm zooming the wrong way. Yeah, I still don't know what this thing is. Let's see if I go into 300%. What the hell is that? That is a, no clue. No clue what this thing is. Why are you showing me this? Whatever. I mean, I don't know what it is. I literally don't know what it is. I've covered 1,000 Kickstarter projects. I've played thousands of games. I don't know what that thing is. I think it's a painting thing. Maybe. Hell if I know. Why are we making this game? We started making this board game 3 years ago because we wanted something fun to play every week. Our vision was to craft a game that would remain fresh and exciting. If you're wondering what it's like, think of a mix of Risk, Catan, Agricola, and video games such as Total Wars and Crusader Kings. There it is. There it is. That's it. I've played probably 5 to 10 games, and I felt like I could do better and make my own game. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying we see a lot of games like that. A lot of games like that. I'm just going to speculate this one's going to have trash rules. Like, if they have a link to their rules, I'm going to guess they're not good rules. And that's just based on prior experience. That's not Floris's fault. That's just me having played a lot of games like this, where it's like, oh, wow, look, you played Catan. Good for you. And then you decided you could design your own board game. And that's fine. But the more games you play, the better your games are going to be as a designer. Just period. And I know that sounds like an elitist, but you learn new mechanisms. You see different things. Like, oh, that was cool how that game did this. I love how they use this card system. I love, how they did the dueling or whatever. It's just, shout out for Protospiel. Hell yeah. Love me some Protospiel. Our game has been everything. Battle, strategy, the medieval backdrop, website coming soon. Well, then don't even tell me about it. You don't need a website. Go get on Board Game Geek. That's your hub. That's the hub where you roadmap. So we don't have a gameplay video. We don't have a rule booklet. We don't have a main video. We don't have a pledge area. We're cruising towards an F. I mean, a straight F. Hopefully we can bring this up to a D-. I do like the pictures of playtesting. That's good. By the way, I gave yesterday's game a D. It should have been a D- because they didn't even have a shipping section. I just didn't feel... I felt bad giving it a D-, but it was a D-. Reverse that. We're currently in the midst of developing the game, so development, and then it hopefully will be out in July. And that's it. Once again, no shipping. Why would you possibly need to know? Why would you need to know the cost of the game or the shipping, huh? You don't need to know that crap. This is exactly why I say, before you launch a Kickstarter, I'm going to say it one more time. Before you launch a Kickstarter, go look at other Kickstarter projects. Like, I can't stress that enough. If you were going to start up a bank, would you want to do it if you've never been to a bank before? Hell no! You're going to start up a bar. You're going to look at other bars. God, why would you think that you can just come here and people just throw money at you? Give me the money. No. Use of AI. What part of the project? We utilize Midjourney to create certain artwork, but I don't care. Whatever. Some people do. I don't care. People are going to care less and less as time goes by, as more projects do it. So, yeah, I think we're towards an F. Let's check out the FAQ updates, comments, give this one a grade. But, yeah, I think we're at an F. This is just no. Supporter, $2. Get the discard. Printable PDF, $23. Woohoo! Thanks for that. A box that is probably way too large. That box looks way too big for what is in this game. Granted, I guess I don't know properly what's in this game because you didn't actually have a long, sexy scrolling shot of all the components. Is this it? No, you're just kind of telling me stuff. Once again, these are things that you would know if you looked at other Kickstarter projects. These have been a train wreck lately. Yeah, I called this. I warned people. I've been warning people for months. They're not going to get better either. Every once in a while, we'll get like a B in January. I'll be like, oh, a B. Yeah, and I'll just glow. I'll be crazy. But no, most of them are going to be this, where people just don't put the time and effort in the front end of their project learning about how they should run a Kickstarter, what the industry standard is. This is not my opinion about what they should do, just how nearly everyone else does things. You need to have a shipping section. Like, how in the F are you going to launch not knowing you need to have a shipping section? Then we have the deluxe edition, which you did not sell me at all because, once again, you need to have a pledge area. I don't feel like I should have to get on here at 1:30 and be like, hey, you should have a pledge area and a shipping area. Like, because I know some people are like, you should be nicer. No, you're on here. You're an adult. You're asking for thousands of dollars. You should know you need a shipping area. Come on. Like, it's not like I'm like, no gameplay, no preview, no, blah, blah, blah. The deluxe edition for players looking for a better experience, more content, and exclusivity. Wow, you really sold me that well by not telling me what's in it. Oh, yeah, there's 3D things. What does that mean? Wouldn't you like to know? If only there was a spot where you could tell me this. Some sort of website that, like Kickstarter or Board Game Geek. The Legend Edition. Okay, so this is a $67 bump up. Oh, what is this? Oh, now I can see it? What are these things? Details. Let's give me the details. This is not where you put this info. More playable families and nobles. I can't click on it. I can't see what it is. More playable maps. How many? What are the sizes? What does this mean? What does this do? Not clickable. Base game, a wearable crown. That's completely unnecessary. 3D castles and tokens. Are these minis? I don't trust you to do minis. Oh, and then we have the early bird discount. Really? He knows it's not going to get backed. That's a content creator who does a lot of Kickstarter stuff. He knows it's not going to get backed. That's why he's throwing that down there. How long does it take to play the game? This does not belong in your FAQ. Should be front and center. If it's not on your main image or on your marquee, it should be one of the first things I see because it's just crucial, vital, valuable information that is on the side of every single competent game box on the planet. And the fact that you did not know that to put it in your Kickstarter story somewhere, just, it reeks of laziness. I'm not going to be nice. This is a lazy Kickstarter project. This is a D- in high school kind of thing where, yeah, you turned in the project. You turned it in on time, but you did the absolute bare minimum. 60 to 200 minutes. You can play as many rounds as you like. Oh, goody. Thank you. No updates. No comments. Yeah, I imagine this was a massive gut punch for them. But you got to be an adult. You got to post and say thank you so much to the 5 people. Granted, 4 of them. One of them's just a content creator who's probably, I bet if we clicked on it, it says like, I backed 10,000 things. They know how to grease the wheel. I should be doing that. I should be backing all these projects that I know aren't going to fund for $1 because I'd have like 10,000 things funded. But I'm not going to. Okay. No updates, no comments, no excitement. It's dead. It's a dead campaign. They've left this for dead on the side of the road. And I can see why. F. A wearable crown. F, I need to back this. Good luck. You're going to have to be an angel investor. Go surprise him. Drop 12 grand on this one. See what happens. I'd just be curious to see what the game looks like. Oh, those look like nice components. Oh, there's a tile board. Wow. That'd be something cool to show in a video of some sort. So, final grade for this one. Let's go F. It's just an F. It's a straight up F. Do I want it? No. Can you do it? No. How much is it? It's there, but I don't feel like it's a great price. And once again, I don't feel like it because you didn't show me a gameplay video. You didn't show me a rule booklet. You didn't show me a preview. You didn't put the time and effort to actually make a video. Your main image is not appealing. The marquee, the description is, the story, blah. The pledge levels, terrible. You don't even really explain that well, why I should go from one pledge level to the other. The print and play is $23, which is a slap in the face anyway. You don't have a shipping section. If they got money, they would be over their head. Well, hopefully they'd have a manufacturer who could hold their hand and do this. And hopefully they've already reached out to their manufacturer. I think they probably have. They're only asking for $12,000. But then again, I don't know with their funding levels. The legendary edition for players. I don't know. It's an F. It's an easy F. That is Crown Craze. One of the worst Kickstarters that I've checked out this week. So tune in tomorrow, where we quite literally are going to cover the Kickstarter, one of the Kickstarters that is, as Board Game Geek put it, one of the worst Kickstarters of all time. And as always, at this slim part of the year, if you have a Kickstarter that you would like to see covered on the show, the program, please let me know, because as I mentioned, had to go down to the 292nd most popular project in all of games to find Crown Craze. Their progress map reeks of no research. Yeah. This project just reeks in general, unfortunately. But hopefully they come back, they go look at a bunch of other Kickstarters, polish this, and it becomes an amazing game. But let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Crown Craze, and as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.